Next one. And that cause yes, main diseases cause. So these radiations are very harmful, right? And therefore, it will seek so many different health issues, right? It is also dangerous to the environment, and therefore, it has to be always surveyed. And therefore, there is a kind of shield. There is a concept of shield that is always being used, right? Nowadays, in this pandemic, the doctors are using, those who are working in the field of medical are using PP kits, right? So what the PP kit is doing? So PP kit is nothing but the shield from the virus. Likewise, for these radiations, there are shields which are made up of lead, right, or the heavy metal ions, right? Heavy elements which we can consider. Fine. And next in this is Bharat Electricals Limited. Bharat Electricals Limited, BEL. See, BEL is there and BEL is there, right? So this is at Bengaluru. Fine. Bharat Electronics Limited, BEL, is at Bengaluru. So what about this is? So this is, the aerospace. Whatever I have written is not clearly visible.
Visible, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So Bharat Electricals Limited, which is at Bengaluru, thank you, Aryan, is nothing but the aerospace and defense company. Aerospace and defense company. Right, aerospace and defense company, which is having 9 different laboratories or the factories and several regional offices in India, right? So it is owned by Government of India, though it is a company, but it is under the Government of India, and primarily it is manufacturing advanced electronic products for Indian Armed Forces. Manufacturing advanced electronic products. Right, for armed forces, primarily armed forces. Fine. So this is India's one of the public service units, PSUs, which is under the Ministry of Defense of India. Fine. There are Navratna status, right? There have been Navratnas of Government of India. So it has granted Navratna status. Fine. It's like, no, DRDO is an autonomous, right, statutory body, what I was writing, under Ministry of Defense. Fine. Has granted Navratna status. Fine. Okay. For example, the noise suppression amplifiers, right? You know, amplifiers. So there are different types of amplifiers which we can consider. So that is of advanced, one of the advanced instruments or electronic products which we can consider. Nowadays, you know, in this uh, modern electronic era, where you have so many different causes to have the electromagnetic interference, right? EMI. So in order to have EMC, that is electromagnetic compatibility, so that you should not get, obviously in radar weapons as well, right? So very advanced electronic instruments, you know, timers. Nowadays, you can see the timer bombs which are having different logics. In general, red color wire means of danger, but nowadays they are using, let's say, simple logic. Instead of different colored wires, simply same colored wires, or reverse logic. So these are some of the things which are happening in this particular case. So Bharat Electricals Limited. Navratna status, I think, okay, I will be having certain about this Navratna status, which we can, okay. As of now, we can have the, I will just tell you. So, you know, there are some state-owned enterprises in India, which are known as the public sector undertakings, which are called PSUs, or you can call public sector enterprises, right? So these are nothing but the companies which are owned by government of India, right? Or you can consider state or territorial governments, or sometimes both, right? Not only by government of India, or not only by any of the state governments, or not only by the territorial government, but also joint collaboration. Government of India as well as one of the states of India might be having contribution in that particular company, right? So if you consider majority of these companies who are under the public sector undertakings or public sector enterprises, right? So they got the status of these, and there were 9 different companies, or I will not say now companies, 9 different public sector enterprises, right, which were known as the Navratnas, and they are always under the Ministry of Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises, Avzad Udyog Mantralay, right? So Ministry of Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises. Now, in this particular case, there has to be certain criterias. कोणालाही नवरत्न status दिलं जातं का? नाही. So you have to follow certain criterias, right? For example, if you want to be into Navratna, then you have to score 60% among 100, right? See, now this 60% is not understandable by us. And what we can understand that if that company is having a 1000 crore, right, profit, or let's say 15% of net worth on a single project, right, uh, in a whole year, right, which is not exceeding 1000 crores, right? So that will be called, then that particular company can be that company will become eligible for the Navratna status. You know, there is, apart from Navratna, there is a Maharatna status. Some of the same as company, the same company is there, which is having a, let's say, project of in between or greater than 1000 crore and less than 5000 crores. So in between 1000 and 5000 crores. And if you are having a net profit, for example, you have a project of 3000 crore on which you have a net profit of 15%, right? 15%, then you are eligible to get the status of Maharatna. So likewise, there are different companies which we can consider in this. Fine. Now, in those days, there were 9 different companies which have been these kinds of status. For example, the Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, ONGC, right? You must be knowing. Then Indian Oil Corporation, then Coal India, right? Then Bharat Petroleum Corporation, Hindustan Petroleum Corporation, right? Or NTPCs, or I think Mahanandi Coalfields. Fine. So these are some of the things which we can consider in this. Now see, these status get changed, but these are some of the things which are, for example, here you have to understand, depending on the net worth of that particular year for successively for 3-4 years, I think for 3 years. If you have consistently have net profit in the worth of 1,000 crores, 1,000 crore, or greater than 1,000 crore, or 500 crore, or around 300 crore, so your status will be always there. Fine. So I think there is one point which may be seeing it in one of the sessions in detail, I guess. Anyway, as of introduction to now, I think this is sufficient. So next comes in Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited. त्यालाच आपण BSNL म्हणतो, राइट? भारत संचार निगम Limited, which is BSNL. So where is the headquarter of BSNL? Which is at New Delhi. Now what about this BSNL is? Right. So most of you know what it is. Again, it is a state-owned telecommunication company whose headquarter is at New Delhi, and it is nothing but the corporation, it is nothing but incorporated by government of India, right? In the 2000s, 2000 I think in the month of October 2000 it was incorporated. So what about it? So it provides mobile voice and internet services through the telecommunications across India. It is largest wireline communications network company in India with more than 60% of market share, and fourth largest wireless communication operator, right, as far as India is concerned. But in last 3-4 years, something is changing in this, right? Some of the things are changing in this. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Aditya. Right. So that has been changed. So it depends on the policy, right? The then government, sometimes it depends on, again, the interest of an individual or interest of a group, right? That's the reason, that is the unfortunate thing, right? We never care for public sectors or the public enterprises. See, there are some, there are some of the advantages of public sector, there are some adverse effects of public sectors are also there, right? So this has to be, that's the reason why, largest network these is Airtel. No, I talked about wired communication, right? So do you have any wired communication of Airtel? Wireless must be there. Yes. So in telephone, exactly, right? So BSNL is the largest one. Fine. What I was talking, because of that, we have we have considered 5 different points in our constitution or in the preamble, right, which are called the sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, right? So what is meant by socialist? Socialist, that doesn't mean that only private or only government. Both, when both these, private as well as government, go hand in hand, then and then we will be having a social things, or we will be actually known as socialist, right? So either of these is not going to help, and therefore, which is also called as Gandhian socialism or Indian socialism, right? That means what? We have to always take care. Which wired communication at the top as BSNL is at loss? No, currently, sorry, wired communication. Currently, BSNL is there, right? See, showing the profit and loss is also a kind of statistics, but that doesn't mean BSNL is not in the loss. BSNL was in loss, right? But because of certain manipulated policies, right? Do you believe that the users of BSNL have decreased? Obviously, to a certain extent, they must have decreased. But do you know, because of, suppose you have purchased a Jio mobile, right? But in earlier or in the early age, sorry, when Jio started in the first 3-4 months, you haven't believed in Jio. Still, for voice calling, you might have Jio, but for the wireless, for the wired communication or for internet, it is there. That is, BSNL was there, right? So that is the case which we can consider. Fine. So BSNL is this one. Now, the next one which you can consider is BCCI, Board. I will just write Board of Control for Cricket in India. Or cricket in India, BCCI. The headquarters of BCCI is at Mumbai. You know what BCCI is doing, so I will not go in detail. Right, I will not go into it. Next one is Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. Yes, present head, right, chairman of the BCCI is Mr. Saurav Ganguly. Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. Heavy Electricals Limited, which is called BHEL. Earlier was BEL, now this is BHEL. Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. Right, BHEL. Now its headquarters is at New Delhi, and fine. So again, it is government funded, government founded organization which we can consider, which is looking into the engineering and manufacturing company, right? So it is doing nothing but the power generation equipment manufacturers, right? What about it is? So we can consider India's largest power generation equipment manufacturer. Equipment manufacturer. Fine. This company is currently having the revenue as of 2020 of around 22,000 crore rupees. Right. So India is one of the most prominent companies which we can consider. Okay, then 12 is Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, BPCL, right, which is at, whose headquarters is at Mumbai. Now, if you consider the Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, which is again an Indian government controlled oil and gas company whose headquarters is at Mumbai. Now, this particular corporation is having two refineries of which are located at Mumbai and Kochi. It is India's second largest oil company, and if you know, it is I think in world's largest first 300 corporations. If you see, then it is in that list, right? So which we can consider. So keep in mind Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, which is nothing but oil and gas company of government of India, having two refineries at Kochi and Mumbai. Fine. Right, oil and gas company having two largest large refineries as Kochi and Mumbai. Fine. So next one in this is the Bharat Dynamics Limited. Bharat Dynamics Limited. Fine. BDL, which is at Hyderabad. Right. Bharat Dynamics Limited. Now, if you look into this Bharat Dynamics Limited, again, it is India's manufacturers of ammunition and missile systems, right? Manufacturer of missiles and ammunition, right, which we can consider. And it is associated with the Indian Ordnance Factories, DRDO, in some of the aerospace industries, fine, so that they can produce the anti-tank missiles, guided missiles, or some of the guided weapons, right? So manufacturing of these is the main business of this particular company, right, which we can consider. Fine. Which is at in Telangana state. Then next one, which we do have, is Banks Board Bureau. Banks Board Bureau, right, whose headquarters is at Mumbai. Fine. So this Banks Board Bureau, if you look, is an autonomous body of Government of India, right? Which is tasked to improve the governance of the public sector banks, right? It is to improve the governance of public sector banks. Public sector banks. Fine. So it is related to banks and the financial institutions. Fine. And it helps out it helps out to the banks in developing strategies and capital raising plans. Fine. So this is nothing but the Banks Board Bureau. Fine. Always keep in mind. The next one, Bhilai Steel Plant. Have you heard the name of this particular plant? Bhilai. Yes, exactly. I got that was my next question. That where it is. Yes, it is in Bhilai, Chhattisgarh. So Bhilai. Yes, Karthik, Aditya, good. Steel plant. Right. I think its short form is not there. It is at Bhilai in Chhattisgarh. Yes. So what about it is? So it is located at Bhilai, which is nothing but the India's first and main producer of the steel. First and main producer of steel rails, which we can consider. So, it is a major producer of steel plates and other steel products as far as India's steel production is concerned. Right. So this plant also produces steel and market various chemicals byproducts from its coke ovens and the coal chemical plant. It has a coal chemical plant as well, right? So it was set up with the help of Russia. Fine. So Bhilai Steel Plant, BSP. I think I have forgot it. BSP. Right. So see, there is a trophy known as Prime Minister's Trophy for Best Integrated Steel Plant in the country. So Bhilai Steel Plant is the winner of 11 trophies, 11 Prime Minister's trophies for Best Integrated Steel Plant. Right. So this is the case you can consider about this particular plant. Fine. Then next comes in Border Roads Organization. If someone wants the screenshot of this. Okay, you can. Okay, if you are finished, so let's go to the next page. The next one we can consider is Border Roads Organization, BRO. Okay, whose headquarters is at New Delhi. So this is the first page. You can have a screenshot of this. Okay, I think quickly if you want. Okay, fine. If you want screenshot of this page, again you can. Okay, let's go to the next one. Yes, I was talking about Border Roads Organization, right? Which is at whose headquarters is at New Delhi. So, what is the functioning of this Border Roads Organization? It is nothing but to develop and maintain road networks in India's border areas, right, or in friendly neighboring countries. Fine. See, we have seen different services in army. There we have seen one corps which is called Army Corps of Engineers, right? Corps of Engineers. So Border Roads Organization is staffed by the officers and the troops. Okay, fine. So it is always this border roads organization is staffed by the officers and the troops from the corps of engineer, right? As an extra regimental employment, which is called deputation, right? Since it is of government and army is also of government, so on deputation, some of the army men can work, particularly from the engineers corps, because in the road constructions, the engineering is required, and for that purpose, they can be used. Fine. So to develop and maintain road network, okay, I will write
Sir, less than 1 minute we have, sir.
in, okay, I think border areas, right, or in friendly neighboring countries. Bhutan or Nepal. So their roads can be done by us. Fine. So I think anyway, we will stop here. We will start here from tomorrow. I think someone wants the screenshot of yesterday's session, so you can